minimize what you're going through, because I hope you wouldn't minimize what I'm going through. But do you know that whatever you're going through, there's somebody else in the body of Christ going through the same thing to a more difficult degree, and they're handling it better than you are. That's sobering. They're handling it better than I am. Because we know the temptations we face are common to man. Satan has a finite, limited number of games that he can run on you. So the whole deal is our response to his game, to his chicanery, to his trickery, to his wiles. And he's not omniscient like God, so what he does is he keeps a folder. So he will send something your way and watch and study you. And it'll be like, oh, nasty boss, that works. They stick that in there. Oh, lots of traffic? Oh, that can derail her, that sister, quickly. Put that in there. Snotty kid? Yep, that'll work. And what he does is he keeps empirical data on us. And then he just reuses that empirical data. So we want to remind ourselves, I can advance through adversity. The more he afflicts me, the more I can grow. The more he afflicts me, the deeper my commitment can get. The more he afflicts me, the more resolve I'll have. Listen, it's so critical. Don't wish life were easier. Wish you were wiser. Wish you were stronger. Wish you knew how to access the finished work of the cross more quickly. You have a better chance of getting wiser and stronger than you do of life getting easier. Don't wish life were easier. Wish you were stronger. Wish you had more faith. Wish you were more committed. You can advance through adversity. It's part of your autobiography. If you're Moses, you need a Nile River. You need a Pharaoh. You need 10 plagues that have to be overcome. It's part of your story. If you're Ruth, you got to lose your first husband before you meet Boaz. Don't kill him. You got to lose him. It's part of your autobiography. If you're Esther, you got to be orphan. Before you enter the Miss Persia beauty contest, part of your autobiography is the fact that you were orphan. If you're the 3 Hebrew boys, you need a fiery furnace. You need to know firsthand that there's a 4th man in the fire with you. You don't want to read that there's a 4th man in the fire. You don't want someone to tell you there's a 4th man in the fire. You want to know firsthand there's a 4th man in the fire with you. If you're Daniel, you need the lion's den. You need it where everyone is counting you out. You need it where you're right next to the jaws of defeat and death, and no one believes that you can bounce back, and everything is stacked against you. Isn't that what David said? David said he rescued me from the claws of the lion. In other words, when it gets worse, when it can't get any closer, David talked about how God delivered him from the paw of the lion. If you're Daniel, you need a lion's den. If you're Paul, you need to be in prison. You know why? Because then you'll write the prison epistles and people will benefit from it for years. You need that opposition. It's part of your story. I'm not saying I like it. I'm not saying you're supposed to like it. But it's your storyline.